Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at what's gone on today with Bitcoin, and does this upset the alt season in any way? Well, rather than sort of stringing this video out for ages just for the sake of some views, I'll just tell you right now that no, actually it doesn't. It doesn't at all. In fact, it just seems to be enhancing the alt season. My alt season, or I call it my anticipation for alt season will begin in mid to late January into February, so it's a rough estimation of where it's going to be and how big it's going to be. So first of all, let's work out what's going on with Bitcoin. So yesterday, on the beginning of my video, I did say that yes, we're looking at alt season, but we're looking at also a potential top area, and we got that, well, not confirmation, but we did get a bit of a dump. And just to recap how we managed to work that out, is this is Bitcoin's money flow index on the weekly. First top, 2017. Second top, summer 2019. Excuse me, and just today. Now, what you see here is that this is higher, and this is lower. So, and also this is a mess. This is a mess. This is constructive. So, what I would say is, what I'd like to show you is that, you know, we did retrace about 56% from here to here. We're not going to count this bit here, but from here to here. So what we'll look at here is I suppose a fractal about how this might end up playing out. Okay, so we're just going to pop this in here, and again, this is weekly, and if this is a weekly, this will bring us into the summertime. Now, again, you know, I would expect this to resolve itself sooner than that, but I think that we are looking at a bit of a consolidation phase, maybe not within this range or within this time frame, but this is the sort of thing that I would probably expect to see, give or take. Now, if we were to measure it again with a bit more of a dramatic approach, we would measure it from here to just to here might be more appropriate, I suppose. And this might be more of an idea of what's actually what we're looking at, which would bring us up to March, which sounds about right to me. Sounds about right. So I'm not saying that this is the absolute top, but it could very easily be the local top. We could go up a little bit higher than this, but if we did, it would certainly have to come back down again. We are going to consolidate, but I don't think it's going to be dramatic. However, if we did break down from some of these lower zones, and again we'll zoom in to have a look at what these zones would be, the 20 weekly is where I'd imagine us coming down to. This is the most obvious place, and if that was the case, that's roughly about a 40% retrace from the absolute top. No, I'm stand corrected. It's a 51% retracement from where we are right now. Absolutely, completely plausible, no problem with that either, but it wouldn't be good for the altcoins. However, let's have a look at what's going on. So I'm not going to show you specific altcoins. I know I've got EOS up here because this is something I'm expected a lot from, but we're not going to look at particular altcoins. We're just going to break down the Bitcoin dominance chart right now. No pun intended, as it's breaking down at the moment. So this top of this blue box or purple box was taken out and rejected from. And the interesting thing to see is that despite Bitcoin breaking down significantly, you know, dumping, should I say, in a flash dump, kind of like what we expected it to, alts have dumped, but because they've been very strong in the last 24 hours, it's only created a further dump for the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance hasn't spiked. It's continued with its downtrend. Now we are looking at a monthly there, so what we'll have a look at is on the 4 hours to give us a bit more of an idea of how this is actually playing out. And again, you can see that altcoins are significantly stronger in this period than Bitcoin. Yes, we had a little dumpy dump down all the way down here and bought back up to these levels here. But I think the strength is beginning to show. So this would show me that on this chart, what we're looking at here, bearish. We've got a breakdown beneath here, that would be bearish. We go to the daily, what do we see? And we see bearish MACD cross, quite a steep, significant one. Retest of that descending what used to be resistance could now perhaps be a temporary support. I like the way that this is looking, and I have to say, you know, if it carries on this way, it's going to play into my initial idea, which is the mid to late January alt season. Some of these large cap coins have already had it, so we're talking about Binance Coin, Litecoin, Ethereum, obviously, and now there's going to be a rotation into those smaller sort of mid to lower cap coins, and that's where I'm getting very excited, and that's where a lot of my money is actually, and it's been doing very, very well. So I don't want to go on for ages about this. That's pretty much all you need to know. I don't see this as anything significant at the moment, provided we're above on the daily. these moving averages, we're not looking for much further of a pullback. We're going to be going from the 7 moving average here, 7 MA, to the 10 MA, if that breaks down, all the way down to the 20 daily, or the centre of the Bollinger Band, whichever you prefer to call it. And if that breaks down, then we've got this one here, and blah blah blah. There's plenty of supports beneath us. I'd be very, very surprised if we just smashed all the way down, crashing down through all of them. I think what we will likely see is incremental steps up and steps down, but the momentum is now appearing to go flowing into the altcoins, which is where my money has been going in for a little while now, picking them up at these low levels. So nothing's in the bag, nothing's for certain, anything could happen, but it does look like it's playing out in my favour for what I anticipated to happen in the next few weeks to the next, I suppose, to mid to late January anyways, when I expect this to start to come into full swing. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. No need to bore you to death, but thank you for watching. Join my Telegram and have a nice day. Take it easy.